It's your girl Queen Izzy kicking it on Stuck in the Middle podcast with my girl Tutu. Make sure y'all check it out. They're on all streaming platforms, and that's on period. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am back. Welcome to another episode of Stuck in the Middle podcast. And I am your host, Tutu. I am back, y'all. And this right now, I am going to introduce this segment that I'm going to be hosting. I'm going to be, in charge of. So this is my artist spotlight, where I basically just interview people, musicians, artists, creatives as well. It doesn't have to be an artist, it doesn't have to be a musician, whatever you do, anything fun, I'm all down for it, entertainment wise. So I'm definitely here for that. I can't wait to bring you guys so much dope content, and I hope you guys continue rocking with me. Stuck in the Middle podcast is a platform for entrepreneurs, innovators, creatives of African immigrant descent. Hear stories, ideas, experiences, and advice on breaking the barriers. So, guys, I am very, very excited for today's guest. You guys, I have such a dope guest. She is my friend. She is a dope, hot artist. She is a dancer. I'm just going to get right to it.
Right.
This is my girl, real Queen Izzy.
Period.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
How you feeling?
Favored.
Okay. How you feeling being back in the DMV? You're anyway,
yeah,
so.
This is like a second home to me. Many loved ones here, so I'm here often.
You might as well just move here.
One day, maybe.
You haven't thought about it?
I really want to move back home right now.
Nigeria.
Yeah, shout out to the West.
We're going to get into that.
You know the vibes.
All right, so Queen Izzy is a 23-year-old female rapper, singer, and lyricist reigning from Raleigh, North Carolina, coming from both Nigerian and American backgrounds. Izzy wants to use her music to bridge the gap between the two versatile styles of Afro Trap.
Yes.
Izzy is well known for her weekly Freestyle Fridays, which she drops on her social media platforms every weekend. Her different works have been noticed by Davido, Zlatan, Rexy, Naira Marley, Skibby, Ricardo Banks, Manny Wells, YC, and many more. The diversity of sound sets her apart from others. Currently, she has released her Nothing Less EP and Freestyle Collection album and has many more in store.
Yes.
Welcome. First of all, girl, you got like a whole archive, girl.
I know.
You're working.
Yes,
every week. That's how it should be.
Yes.
All right, so let's get right into it, okay? So tell me, who is the real Queen Izzy? Like, who are you?
Who is Izzy? Well, to know me is to know. It's like, nah.
Here you go.
It's like, nah. But I'm just a girl in the world trying to just chase her dream, and just learning life through it, like, while doing it,
Period. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me how you got into, because obviously you didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I want to rap.
Right.
So tell me how you got into it. How was your musical journey? Right. Did you have a background? Because I know, when I was younger, my parents used to make me sing in the choir.
Yep.
And I really didn't want to do it. But how did you get your start?
Well, just growing up African, I was always singing songs. Like in the church, I was a part of the praise and worship. In school, middle school, and high school, I was a part of chorus classes, soprano section leader, and alto section leader, period. And so, I was always very musically inclined. So, when I went to college, I went for my criminal justice degree just because being African, your parents, they want you to have success in your future. So that's through law, through medical, whatever it is. But I wanted to minor in music. So I minored in music as education just to keep that love in me. And then while I was in school, we was dance captains at Central. So dancing was always a part of me. But being able to open up for all these artists and seeing them do their thing, I'm just I can literally do this. And I always wrote music. Growing up, I always had a journal that I wrote music in. So when I went to college, I just kind of wanted to explore that more. So I just started off with recording myself doing freestyle videos. And at first, when I posted a freestyle, I just posted one because I was doing it in a home setting with my friends, and my friend got it on camera. Right. And she recorded me. Everybody was going crazy. I was like, oh my God, it's not me. Hold on.
Before we get into Freestyle Friday, because I have questions for that. So I know that I heard that you said that obviously we went to the same school. Right. So went to North Carolina Central University.
Eagle Pride.
Come on now, amplify. You know the vibes. Anyway, so you said you majored in
criminal justice.
Yeah. And with that being said, how did your parents take you wanting to rap? How did you bring that about? Because obviously, African parents is if you don't go to school, if you're not an engineer, if you're not a doctor, if you all that stuff, how did they take that?
I mean, even now it's still a transition, but like my dad was the most like against it out of all of my family. My mom, she's very like to herself, very homebody, Christian, African, prayerful mom.
Right.
She just wants you to remember God in everything that you do. And as long as whatever you want to do brings success, she'll support you. My siblings, they're like me. So like, you know, they was cool with it. They in college, they friends like, oh, your sister, you know, it was cool with them. But my dad, he was the one that was like, what is this? Are you making money? Like, he was like, it'll end me in like gangs and, you know, cults and, you know, music in general is not really glorified unless you have success destined to happen with this. So I had to kind of just prove myself through like my shows and through my grind to show them that this is like not in vain what I'm doing and what I'm chasing. But I still, you know, did the degree thing, still graduated just for them really because I didn't really have a passion for it. It's cool though. It's cool.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So what kind of music do you make? Like, what's your genre?
Honestly, I don't really want to be content. I don't want to be content because I want to just be able to be like, damn, Izzy be doing it all. Like, I don't even know what she is. Like, I want to be that girl because I can, I mean, don't want to sound cocky, but I feel like I can just kind of do that, you know?
You're very versatile.
Because I grew up with like listening to so much stuff, like country music, like growing up on MTV, BET countdowns and then VH1 countdowns, and then I you know, Taylor Swift, my whole girl, period, you know, and then being African, I have that Afro beat to me too. So I just, you know, as long as the beat makes me feel something, then I'll connect to the music. So when you ask me like what's my genre, technically I'll classify myself as Afro Trap just because I'm a rapper and I be rapping, and with my Afro beats background and African history, I try to intertwine like my language sometimes in my music. So it can be classified as Afro Trap, but in the future, who's to know what I will actually be, you know?
Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I would just want to ask you, we're going to go back to the school thing.
Yeah.
So how are you able to juggle school and making music? Because it's like a lot.
It is a lot.
It's really a lot.
Super.
So now you're doing rap full time. Right. So
period.
So when you were in school, how are you?
I mean, you know how I was in school, struggling like every other student just with the classes alone. Like what? And criminal justice is no joke. Papers every night. I mean, college in general is no joke. But I feel like because of my passion behind it, that's what made me like be able to do all of that. Like I was dancing, you know, and I was a part of different clubs other than ASFABA, you know, and doing music. But I feel like that just took discipline because I was also working 2 jobs. Like looking back on it now, I was like, damn. But I used to talk about it all the time in my freestyles and my music, and I kind of found pride in it. I liked working, I liked making money, I liked dancing. So these things always were like hobbies to me rather than like chores. So it was easy to make time for stuff that you like to do, you know. And staying busy is good too. So I never really felt overwhelmed. But looking back on it now, because I chill so much, I'm like, damn, I don't know how I was doing that.
Okay, so I heard you say like it was so much to juggle and so much to handle because you were going to school and everything like that.
Yeah.
So when you were writing these raps, did you ever have a time where you had like creative block or writer's block? Because I can tell you, like being a creative myself.
Yeah.
What this stressful? Like,
no.
Like I just need a break or something. Or have you ever had a time where you just like, yeah, I'm not about to do some more?
Of course. I feel like I have that still now sometimes, like because I drop frequent content, you know, every week I have to like, well, it's not really hard because I honestly use anything for inspiration. Like it could be me talking to you and we had a conversation about something. I'm gonna make a topic about it and then just elaborate it in my music. But in college, I would say it was a lot more easier because it was so much around me. I could talk about literally anything, you know, and even if I didn't want to talk about what was around me, I've been through so much myself. So it was like I never was really stuck. If I ever came to a block, it was because like I didn't really push myself to really think of anything, or I didn't get in the space to want to create, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I have so much to give and so much to let out there, so I don't really find myself in those spaces too often. But you know, it is hard, especially how I be coming, like I'm ready. So it's like every week it do be hard sometimes.
So talk about that every week.
Yeah.
Freestyle Fridays.
Freestyle Fridays. Period.
You was popping.
Bitch, I almost couldn't do it with my tongue. I was the R's get me out the way.
You was popping, like you're getting noticed by everybody. Like I said, Brenda Boy, I remember he mentioned you.
Yeah, crazy.
Kid, all of that.
Yeah.
So how did you just woke up and was like, I'm about to drop some?
I'm so fucking weak. I'm weak. No, so like I was saying, I was just at a function and you know they was playing instrumentals and I was like, I want to freestyle, and then there was like you be freestyling? I was like, yeah, I be freestyling. And so I had like did this freestyle that I wrote like years ago, and everybody was fucking with it. I was like, what? Y'all fucking with it like that? Fuck. So my friend sent me the video of like the reaction and like just me doing it. And so I posted it on Instagram, and everybody was like, what? Izzy, like you killing it. And of course, some people like probably thought it was gonna be just me posting that video and nothing again, but seeing that love kind of ignited that inside of me, like, okay, if y'all like this, then I think y'all would like this. And the thing is, I've never been somebody to just stick to something like in one lane. I always wanted to like branch out and do different things. So I was like, all right, well, let me post this one on this beat. And that's how I was tapping into like different artists and different platforms. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing covers. So I started doing covers and just covering people's beats. And when those big artists started noticing me, I think the first one was Zlatan to notice me. And I don't really know how. Oh yes, I do. I'm lying. It was from going to Nigeria, but story for another day. Anyways, like as those artists noticed me, it made me feel like seeing that recognition was like, okay, anybody can do this. If you're talented and you're consistent in anything you do, like there's no way you're not going to get noticed. You feel me? No matter what the numbers look like, because all you need is that one person to see it, that one retweet, that one label to believe in you. You feel me? And then everybody's gonna start fucking with you. But yeah, when everybody started fucking with me, of course I'm hyped. Like I remember the first time Davido posted me on his story. Bitch, I was fucking screaming. I called my man and she's like, and you know, I'm a fan of these people myself. Like I grew up listening to them, so it's like never would I think out of millions of people who make music and post shit would be getting the recognition I am. You feel me? So it's a blessing. Everything great comes from God.
I'm so proud of you.
Glory be to God. Period.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, sis. I'm proud too.
Let's talk about AList.
AList. Yes. The song, right?
Yeah, the song.
Yeah.
What else would I be talking about?
I mean, gang shit, you know the vibes. You know the vibe.
Okay, you talk about AList, yes. the song.
Right.
So, actually, what is AList if people don't know?
So, somebody asked me the other day, like, what am I going to name my stans? Like, people that, you know, are my fans. You know how Rihanna has a Navy, Beyonce has a Beehive. I was like, well, I got this song called AList. I might call them the A-listeners. And I've just been, like, dwelling on that. That's exclusive, by the way. Y'all heard it first. But I've just been kind of dwelling on that because I don't have anything to call my stans. But to just go back to what A-list is, like I was just writing a freestyle, the A-list freestyle that I eventually dropped, and that little bar just came to me. I've been on that A-list, curve game on selfish, oh niggas hitting my phone like I'm still that same bitch. And I was like, damn, that's kind of fire. I've been on that A-list. Like when I think of A-list, I think of top notch shit. Like I'm gonna just start saying A-list like when I want to stamp something that I think is me, you feel me? And so like eventually, because my friends and me always came everywhere around each other, and that song was like at the time when I dropped that freestyle, that was like I would say like my most hype freestyle, you know? So I was always performing it and always listening to it. So like eventually we kind of made that our brand, you feel me? Like A-list gang shit, like top notch, you know, that bitch, like if you on the A-list, you know. And then everybody who supported me, like, hey, I'm A-list, like they started calling themselves that in my comments and stuff too. So then that's what kind of made me even think like to call people A-listeners. But really A-list is just anybody who supports me, anybody who fuck with me, anybody who even think they top notch and they that bitch, like, you know, A-list shit, you know.
Got you.
It's like a sub brand.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think you should call your stans that. I actually really like it.
It can turn negative real quick. You know how the media and publicity is, you know.
Society
but
nobody
yeah,
like
for the most part, it's cool.
I get you.
Yeah.
So brown skin girl video.
Period.
First of all, every time I get on the internet or I get on my Facebook, it has like 7 million views.
Yeah, actually it's at 3 billion. Come on with the numbers. 3 billion.
3 billion. So how did that come about? Like,
man,
Beyonce to notice that, and then
I honestly think she's seen the video, and you know, Beyonce went up big and then we got music together. You heard it here first. But yeah, that cover came about because I just loved the song when I first heard it. You know, Wizkid is one of my favorite artists, and Beyonce, I love her music too. So it's like when they came out with that, I was like, damn, this is fire. And I heard the instrumental. Like sometimes I listen to just instrumentals of songs just because I like the song, you know. And I was like, ooh, this is fire. And I just thought, like, who could sing this? Like, who could I collab with on this to make this more beautiful than what it is? Because even though I'm a rapper and I can sing, like, I don't classify myself as a singer because I can't do any fancy melismas, runs, and all of that, you know. So I hit up my homegirl Kim, dope artist from Kenya, shout out to East Africa, and I like hit her up like, you want to do this with me? And I put up to her house, and you know, even the idea of how the video came about, when you think brown skin girl, you think of, you know, melanin, you think of beauty, you think of black, you think of Africa, me personally, you know. So like even the video cover, like I wanted to be natural in my hair, so I had like my hair out, and when I came to her house, her face was beat with her wig and everything, and she's like, you don't have your hair done. I'm like, nah, girl, I just wanted to do natural stuff. And she literally took the wig off, shaved her head, you know, like, yeah, she shaved her head for that video. And yeah, we just did the cover because she just wanted it to mean more, you know, when we posted it. And even when I posted it, I didn't think it was going to get the love that it did. I mean, all my videos do get love, but that reach was kind of OC, but it was very beautiful, you know, very positive message. Yeah, you know, so yeah, I do that too. You know, I want to show people I do it all, like positive. I mean, I'm not trying to post negativity either, but if I want to get ratchet on a beat, I can do that too. You feel me? So, you know, never limit yourself, queens. Never limit yourself. So yeah, but I was surprised itself, like on how much love it got. I wish now looking back on it, you know, I was still early on my freestyles then. I didn't stamp myself on the video because when it started getting reposted by all these blogs, like they weren't giving me credit, and I know like I could have really like gained a large platform off that video because of the reach, but now I know better, so I do better.
Period. That's
yes, ma'am.
All right, so what is Izzy's why? Like, why do you create music?
I'm so
weak.
Why do you do this? Why? My why is cause why not? Ow, I like that answer. Cause why not? Cause I can do it. You know, I feel like anything we can do, we should try to do. Like, you feel me? Never like subdue yourself as a human. Like, you know, yes, like just do what you want to do. And you know, why do I create music? I actually enjoy it. I use it as an outlet sometimes. Like if I'm going through something that I don't want to talk about, maybe I'll just put it in music, you know, and it's beautiful, like, you know, and I can do it. Like I love showing people like I can do stuff. Like, yeah, so I don't know, like I just like it, you know.
It's always something about that, like when people tell you can't do something,
you
gotta go extra hard.
Yes, girl. Like I remember when I first started doing it, so many people really thought I couldn't do it. And it was so funny. Like my nigga included. Shout out to him. He didn't even know like I could be a beast the way I am. You feel me? Because you know he just didn't know. Like he's just like, I mean, I hear you, you know, but they didn't know because I never showed it to him. So if you got it in you, show it to him.
No, I have
advice for all the kings and queens out there. You know, Arts Beats and Eats. Period. Shout out to Central. You know the vibe. Shout out to 100 Black Men, 100 Black Women.
Shout out to them. All right. So being that you are African, and we already talked about how it is being an African child and whatnot, do you feel like being African helped elevate your career, or is it hindering you?
Of course. I feel like because I have that, a part of me, like by default, my heritage support me, you know, from the best side. That's the west side. I'm a Niger. I'm a cold jewel. You know the vibes. Nigeria really be showing me love, like, you know. And part of the reason is also because, like, I hopped on that wave of Afro beats and I started, you know, speaking my language, my music, and I'm stamping them. They're like, oh, who's this girl? Like, you feel me? They want to show, like, they want to push their people, which I really appreciate, you know. But I feel like if I was any heritage, that heritage would support me because you're proud of what's great, you know. So, yeah, shout out to Africa. Shout out to all of Africa. Yeah.
Shout out to the best of the West.
Yep, big love.
All right, so what is Izzy's definition of making it? How do you
know that
you made it?
Some people think I made it already, and I still feel upcoming. And you know, people, no, bitch, what?
Like, but you're like there, not where you want to be, but you have created.
I mean, and it's so good to hear that from people who watching outside and looking in, because personally, me, like, I feel like, okay, maybe because I move so fast, I'm always thinking of what's next. Like, let me get to the next level. So I don't appreciate how far I've come, you know? So thank you for that. But in my eyes, making it is like success. And success to me means that I can like take care of my family. I can take care of my friends. I can move how I want to without thinking about what's next or thinking about how it's going to affect my bank account. Now, success can come in many ways, not only money, you know, recognition too, which I appreciate how far I've come also. But to me, I'm still working. I'm still upcoming. You know, music isn't officially paying me yet to live freely. You know, I'm still grinding. You know, I'm not known on, you won't turn on the music right now and hear me on the radio commonly. I'm not mainstream yet. You feel me? So it's still, I'm constantly still trying to get my name out there, trying to get more recognition, trying to get paid more, you know, to support my dreams. So yeah, I haven't made it yet, but I do appreciate that. Period. Because I'm on a come up. No cap.
Who do you want to work with? Like, who would be your dream artist?
See, every time people ask me this, I'm always like eye roll, because I need like at least a good top 10 or top 5 at least. Like, you can't just ask me and be like one. You can, of course you can name one. I already know who you're gonna name to. Go ahead, name one. Name one.
Wizkid.
Of course, like Wizkid, Starboy. A lot of my like inspiration comes from him, because like when I really got into Afrobeats was when he dropped his first album. You feel me? And like that was, I remember like it was an experience for me growing up when that album dropped, because like that was when I like started like really fucking with Afrobeats. You know, prior to that I did listen to African music too, but like it wasn't what it is now. You feel me? So it wasn't as lit as it is now. So What's your question?
5.
Name 5?
Name 5.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you like a diverse 5. Okay, so you already named WizKid, so I'm not gonna name him because y'all just know he one of the people I want to work with. But I definitely want to work with Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat. You know, I have to choose wisely. Janae Aiko, Tory Lanez, and I'm gonna say Lil Wayne just because he's one of my biggest inspirations.
And you not put no African people in there.
Yeah, because y'all should know that that's expected. You made me name 5, so I had to give y'all. So you know what I'm saying?
5 for your African.
Okay, period. I like that. So I would love to work with, of course, Burna Boy, WizKid, Davido, a lot of upcoming Afrobeats artists that don't get the recognition they deserve. You know what I'm saying? But just to give you like 2 more, let me name some females because that's 3 males. Afrobeats. Actually, can I add Caribbean?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to Shensia. That's my girl. She's so dope. She can rap and sing her ass off. And you know, I've been on Shensia before she's getting the recognition now. She's been in the game for over 10 years. So I'm so glad that people are like fucking with her now. But anyways, yeah, I would add Shensia in there, and I would definitely add I'm gonna add TY in there just because, like, you know, TY when she first got signed to Mavens, yeah, she an OG. Like, she was one of my biggest inspirations too. So yeah, shout out to Africa.
You know who you like give me vibes of?
Who? I get so many different who.
But she's in London.
Who? Oh no, I know who you're gonna say.
Who am I gonna say?
Okay, you're gonna say Miss Banks?
Absolutely not.
Okay, are you gonna say what's that girl name?
Shabo.
I knew you were gonna say her because that's the second reference. Those are 2.
You give me Shabo vibes.
Why do I give you Shabo vibes?
Because Shabo is just like that bitch. Like, she's raw. Like, that's.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about her.
She's really dope. You should check her out. She has that versatility like you have. So she'll spit in, like, you know, British English and then she'll switch to her language,
which is what
I think is Yoruba.
Oh, okay, shout out to all the Yorubas, period, because I'm Yoruba too. Yeah, she's dope. I've seen like maybe a video of her freestyling, but I haven't tapped into her music yet. So yeah, shout out to all the female MCs.
She's actually like OG. So.
Period. Thank you.
What type of advice would you give people that are trying to come up in the game?
So I would basically tell everybody to just discipline yourself to stay consistent, because that's the biggest advice that was given to me that I heard all the time that I didn't really understand until I understood it. You feel me?
Right.
Like, they always say, all right, just keep going, don't stop. But literally, like, that's literally the key, because if you're fire, if you're fuego, like, and you just keep going, like, you know, like, I started at 3,000 followers before I started doing like my Freestyle Fridays, before it increased to what it is now. But like, that consistency is what brought that, you know, like every Friday, and even if it's not a weekly thing, just being consistent enough to where it's getting you noticed. Because if you're good, like, you're going to get noticed. Like I said, like, even when the numbers don't look like what they're going to be, just put yourself out there, all social platforms, you know, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, even, you know, you see what TikTok is doing for people, you know? So if you consistently dropping yourself and showing people I'm out here, they're going to take you seriously, because they like, damn, she mean business, he mean business. And, you know, they have no way but to one day stop and listen to the video that you post, or stop and see, oh, what they got going on, you know? And if it's fire, they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know that. Then they might go back and see all your old shit that you've been doing, because you've been consistent, you feel me? Right. Or let's say I go viral and I'm on the Shade Room tomorrow. My consistency of all my videos is gonna be what gets me all my followers, because it could be one video I have up there that takes me to Shade Room, but it's all of that's gonna keep people on me. You get me? So just staying consistent is the biggest advice I can give anybody.
That was a word, because I need to take that advice.
No, take it seriously. I be telling you, sis, like, I don't know why I'm not seeing you everywhere, Tutu. Like, you do this shit. You got your degree in this shit, like, all gas, like, no breaks. Let's get it.
Okay, we're getting it.
No cap. We'll talk about it when we're both like big about these days, you know?
Perfect.
So yeah, sis.
What kind of message do you want to send out to your audience?
Like, when they ask me what kind of music she make?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, right now I feel like people think of like me as such an inspirational artist, you know, because I don't.
What you do, though.
Yeah, because I just talk about myself. I use me as an experience in my music, and I don't talk about, you know, ride on this dick like I done that then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel the need to do all of that. I just feel the need to be real, you know. I wouldn't say I'm conscious, because I'm not too conscious. Like, I can turn up sometimes too. So I would just say they would just look at me as just being myself and authentic and raw, and I want to stay like that. I think I'm gonna stay like that because I'm true to who I am. But when people ask like, who is Izzy, like, I don't even know. You tell me. What do you think when you hear me?
Oh, you're asking me that question?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
This is for real.
For real. Because I'll tell you, yeah, that's what I want people to think.
When I think of you.
Speaking of Mike.
When I think of you. You're versatile. You're dope. You're raw.
Yeah. So
like,
boom.
You're just you.
We'll go with that. I like that. Yeah, you feel me? But I feel like that's most people. That's what they think. So like I want them to keep thinking that. And I'm going to keep adding to what they can say. You feel me?
Right.
Not staying under a bracket.
Ma'am.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
right.
Period.
How can people follow you? Or how can they get in contact with you?
Definitely follow me on all platforms at Real Queen Izzy. My music is just Queen Izzy.
Girl,
yeah, girl. At first, when I made my social handle, I wanted this to just be Queen Izzy. Actually, I just wanted to go by Izzy because I don't like, yeah, we're all queens and kings, but like Queen was kind of corny to me. I mean, now it's grown on me, but at the time it was corny to me. And I wanted to just go by Izzy. And that's what I dropped AList at under. But then there was another Izzy under my distribution platform. So I had to change it so people could actually find me. But then Instagram was like, I can't be Queen Izzy. So I had to add something to make it different, which is how Real Queen Izzy came about. But a lot of people be really calling me Real Queen Izzy.
I was going to say that. Do you have people to be like, oh,
like they introduce me as Real Queen Izzy? I'm like, no, I don't like that. You know, I really just want them to say Izzy, but you know, Queen Izzy is just what people search me as. So I guess that's what goes. But you know, over time,
what is Izzy short for?
Islamia. Shout out to all the Yoruba people, Yoruba Muslims worldwide. I'm not Muslim anymore. Respect to that religion, though. But yeah, Islamia. I got butchered a lot in high school and middle school. Salamia, lasagna.
Girl.
You know, and I was over it. So I was like, call me Izzy.
Then we all.
Yeah. African.
And so we can
growing
find
up
you
African.
Girl,
right.
Struggle. So we can find you on all social medias.
All social medias at Real Queen Izzy.
How can we listen to your music? Where we gonna find
Queen
music,
Izzy, all platforms, you know, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, wherever you stream, just type in Queen Izzy. I dropped EP 2 years ago called Nothing Less. 5 songs is out everywhere. And I dropped a freestyle collection project just because that's what I'm known for and the people have been asking for it. So just a collection of my freestyles, and that's out on all platforms too. Just type in Queen Izzy.
Okay.
Yep.
Before we wrap this up, I got something for you.
I do not like surprises, this girl.
I got something for you. But, you know, I'm always here for the games and entertainment. So we're going to do icebreaker.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to do it after icebreaker.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to be a rapid fire.
Rapid fire?
Basically. So I'm going to say is this or that. So I'm going
to have to answer quick or something?
Yeah. So I'm going to have to give you, but it has to be quick. So I'm going to give you like shoelaces or no shoelaces. Okay. You have to choose, but it got to be quick.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Hold on.
Why are you thinking about it?
I gotta make sure I'm ready. All right, let's get it.
All right. Socks or no socks?
Socks.
Healthy or junk food?
Healthy.
Whiskey or Davido?
Whiskey. That's easy. Let's get it.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Oh, I think you said
chocolate. Oh, you know I was gonna go the right one. Nah, vanilla. Okay.
Grits or oatmeal?
Huh? Greens or oatmeal? Neither. Ew.
I said grits.
Oh, ew.
Grits or oatmeal?
That just made more nasty. Neither. Found it, yeah.
Like, you don't.
Bruh, that oatmeal is something about that consistency that throws me off. I can only like it if it's cold, like yogurt. No, oatmeal is nasty. When you were growing up? Definitely nasty.
Are you an African child for real?
I am.
Wow.
Swallow.
Anyways.
You know the vibes.
Anyways.
Yeah, oatmeal and grits not for me. You know?
Nikes or Adidas?
Nike.
Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Baby girl lifestyle or later but your boo?
Both. Wait, what's baby girl lifestyle?
The single fast life.
Oh, later with my boo.
Period. There you go.
You
did a good job.
Thanks, honey.
There you go. Oh, thanks for being a guest.
Of course, I'm so glad to be the first guest. I hope I set the tone for all the future guests to make sure y'all motherfuckers stream my music. Dang.
Period. So thank you for being a guest on my show.
Of course,
I appreciate you.
Yes,
we gotta
ma'am.
definitely do this again.
All the time. Listen, I told you, even when I'm blown and big stream, like, bitch, you need me, I'm there. Period.
You better not forget about me.
And I'm gonna be supporting you. Unless it's too busy for me to. But you know the vibes.
Thank you guys for watching. Yes. And make sure you guys follow us on all streaming platforms, SitM Podcast on everywhere. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Hit that little bell notification ding to get all our little weekly, updates and videos that we drop and whatnot. Yes. So thank you guys for watching us again. I'll catch you guys next week.
Period.